love, and then allow the prosperity. You got this. Make good, make it your own. You know you got the power in your mind, heart, body, and soul to grow dreams, grow faith, grow you. Create authentically in the garden of good. Live, and love. In a God gonna dig big and trust. In a God gonna create, elevate, celebrate, and love. To the garden. Can you even believe that we are here on that tiny floating rock out in the middle of space? Wow. Welcome. Welcome to the Garden of Good, wherever you are seeing this now or later. I welcome you into my home. I'm Amy Steinberg, and this is the Garden of Good. And I just want to say specifically hi to those who are here live with us this evening. As we kind of get settled in and figure out, all of the things that we're feeling and what we're going to do tonight, I just want to welcome you. I want to say welcome to the Garden of Good. This is a beautiful community of creativity and learning and opening. And what are we doing here? Why we gather? The Garden of Good is here to nourish creativity and connection with contemplative play. That's what we're doing. We make good by showing up honestly and creating together. That's the journey here, and I'm excited about it. It has been a year-long journey through my book, and tonight the topic is meditation. And, you might think meditation is one thing, but we're going to look at it through all different lenses today. It's such a big, it is my meditation is part of my medication. So many other things too, but meditation is going to be a good one. I love what we're hearing today here. Grateful, hopeful, resting, quiet, happy to be here in the car, but with all of you. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Loretta. Thankful and happy face. A little meh, to be honest, but happy to be with you from Martha. We love you. The Garden is a year-long program that is designed around my book. And tonight we're almost finishing with the mind quarter. So we're still in the mind quarter. The idea is that we make quarterly goals. We make quarterly roots and fruits. So, for instance, your root for the quarter of the mind might be something like mine, which is order. People have all kinds of different things they want to work on. And so you get to cultivate that good in a group, and people are still trickling in. And then the fruits are the outer goals that are created from that word. So for instance, order being my word, one of the fruits that I've been really looking at and trying to cultivate and manifest are being in line with my divine order, but also like getting my things in order. Like I redid my bathroom cabinets, and I went through my closet and clearing things out, right? That's how I'm finding order. So everybody has their choices. And I write a little chant based on our theme of the week. So the theme of the week this week is meditation. And how I've been thinking about it all day is driving the mind. How are we driving the mind? It's like a journey, right? Our mental, to meditate, you can't really stop anything. Nothing is ever still, right? There's always things changing and moving. So finding that calm space, that presence. This is just a little ditty I wrote today for you. And once you get it, I want you to join me. I let the light inside guide my way. I drive my mind on love's highway. I let the love inside guide my way today. Today, that's it. I let the light inside guide my way. I drive my mind on love's highway. I let the love inside guide my way today. Today. You might know it by now. Come on. I let the light inside guide my way. I drive my mind on love's highway. I let the love inside guide my way today. When? Today. today. Let's stick on the today. Today, get present. Come on. Today, let's hold it out. Today. That's how singing really gets you to that place. That calm is that deep breath, holding out a single note. Today, I let the light inside guide my way. I drive my mind on love's highway. I let the love inside guide my way. Today, da-da-da-da-da. Make it your own. Make some rhythm. We all wish we could unmute and stay in time, but it would be a mess. So I'm just seeing you all, and I know you're feeling it. Come on, Zarina, shake those shoulders. I let the light inside guide my way. I drive my mind on love's highway. I let the love inside guide my way. Today. Today.
Today I take the driver's seat of my mind. With great excitement, I ride this beautiful moment, allowing good to flow through me as my creative expression. Grateful, thankful, and so blessed, I awaken to the highest road, aligned with a happy heart and an open soul. All right, everyone ready to join me? Say it together. Today, I take the driver's seat of my mind. With great excitement, I ride this beautiful moment, allowing good to flow through me as my creative expression. Grateful, thankful, and so blessed, I awaken to the highest road, aligned with a happy heart and an open soul.
But first thing we do is the gift of a gratitude. So break out your journals or your book. And if you're in your book and you're current with us, then you know that we are on page 137 for these gratitudes. 137. And because we're talking about meditation today and presence, this is how mine turned out. I don't know if you can see it very well. So those are how mine turned out. Now, like I always say, you can do all four things, or you can pick one of these drawings. Tonight, I decided to do all four. At first, when I was, planning this, I thought, well, have everybody pick one and tell them what each one of them means. And as I was doing it, I was like, but each of them are so good, right? So I start with the bug, which is that upper right. And the question for this doodle, so first take that black pen or a dark marker or something to make that outline of the bug on the top right. And you can do it a couple ways. You can start with the wheels, right, with the circles, and then find a spot to start from, to build it. Now, like all doodles that use a sketch like this, you can make it your own. You can make it a different kind of car. You can make it a different kind of bicycle. In my bicycle, I added a basket of flowers, But for each one, they're going to sort of represent a different thing. So first things first, make your outlines of each of the four things if you're going to do them all. If you're just going to do one, then just do one. But first things first, make your outlines. Now, the bug represents tonight, regarding meditation, which is presence, represents where am I now, right now? What is my current mood? And I'll show you mine as an example. Because my current mood is I have my creative flow back. You guys, for like weeks, I've been working on a piece of art and I have not been able to finish it. I have been stuck. And the muse finally came to me today. So in my car, I started with blue because blue to me is peace, the bug. Blue to me is peace, and orange is creativity, right? So I kind of was playing with those colors. Purple is spirit. So I feel like I'm spirit filled right now. So right next to the bug, I want you to put the words current mood. Current mood. And next came the truck, actually, which is the top of the one on the left. It's kind of a weird order, I know, but this is how it came to me. The truck is what am I carrying and what might I leave behind? So, for instance, looking at my truck briefly, you guys, I carry love and the light, but I also carry worry and fear that I might drop, right? And then the green is all that growth that I currently am carrying. I'm growing, you guys. I'm growing right now. Are you guys growing? Don't you feel it? It's kind of uncomfortable. So next to the truck, right, what I carry. What I carry. So that's like what I carry into meditation, right? And then moving on to the bicycle, that is your energy, because it takes energy to pedal that bike, doesn't it? So the energy, we're meditating on these different types of driving that we can do for our minds. So my energy, I really went for that orange again because it's high today. My energy's high. I've been very low energy for a few days. And so I just felt great to wake up. Now, I don't know if it's Tuesday, if I get really excited on Tuesdays because of the garden, or I know I'm going to be creative, but I just really wanted to stay in my art studio today. I'm very, very energetic, very, very much in full bloom. Here's my bike. And nothing I ever doodle on here is perfect. It's just for fun, just to get your mind. When you look at a sketch and you copy it, it's so good for your brain. What you're doing right now is very, very good for your brain. So next to your bicycle, you might put my energy. My energy. Is it low? Is it high? If it's low, you might paint your bike black and blue and, more sad colors that you feel are sad colors. I don't feel they're sad colors, but however you're interpreting this is your own interpretation. And then the hot air balloon is your higher perspective. Higher perspective. So what would love do? What is your highest view of yourself and your world right now? If you were to meditate on that, my highest self operates from love. It's full of gratitude, acceptance, etc. So again, here are mine. And like I said, you can make this your own. So if you'd like to take a screenshot of that to save it, I'm going to move forward while you're doing this and give you my little tiny talk, or do you need another moment with the sketches? Put a finger up if you need another moment with the sketches. Okay, Martha. Anybody else need another moment with the sketches? Lorraine? Loretta? Okay. Well, so I'll just share a little bit more about meditation for me. I mean, I'm going to give you a little talk on it, but still, it's so good to just sit quietly. I forget it's really, there's so much stuff about how it's like 10 times more restorative than sleep or something. It's so good for your brain, for your body. If you find that you can't get the sleep that you need, find some quiet time to just sit and settle. Just sit and settle, relax the body. As you're drawing right now, check in with your jaw. Just really, meditation is being aware, right? Okay. Shall I move to my talk? Do you need another minute? I'm going to just give you another minute. Beautiful, beautiful people. So glad you're all here. What's the balloon? The balloon is highest self, your highest perspective. Your highest perspective. For me, it's gratitude, it's acceptance. And if you have any other questions while I'm giving my talk, feel free to ask away. I'm going to move to this little talk, which is meditation, driving the mind. Looking at that road like it's consciousness, and we get to drive our mind. So tonight, we're talking about meditation. We're talking about, I just kind of want to ask you a simple question that you probably already know the answer to, but have you ever driven somewhere and suddenly realized that you don't remember the last 5 miles? Your hands are on the wheel. Your eyes are open. You stopped at the lights. You stayed in your lane, but somehow you're just not entirely there. So there's like a part of you that's driving, but another part of you is somewhere else entirely. And the human brain is remarkable because it can automate behaviors like that. Once you've learned how to drive, you no longer have to consciously think about every movement. We don't tell ourselves, okay, now turn the wheel, now press the brake, now check the mirror. The brain takes over. This is efficient, but it can also be revealing because the same thing happens with our thoughts. Neuroscientists tells us that much of what we think every single day comes from established neural pathways, patterns we've repeated so often, they've become automatic. In other words, much of the time we're driving on autopilot, right? I mean, it's comfortable. I get it. It's easy. The mind follows familiar routes, the route of worry, the route of self-criticism, the route of replaying old conversations, the route of imagining worst case scenarios, rushing to the future. The brain loves the future. The brain is designed to conserve energy, right? So it prefers familiar roads over new roads, even when those familiar roads don't lead us where we want to go. Meditation offers us something different. It doesn't stop the car, it doesn't throw away the map, but it wakes up the driver. And for a few moments, we become aware of where we're traveling. We start to notice. We start to notice the scenery. We start to notice the route. We start to notice our habits. We start to notice the stories that we're telling over and over again. And just the awareness changes everything. And one of the most exciting discoveries in neuroscience is something we've heard a lot about is neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means that the brain can change. New pathways can form. Old pathways can weaken. You know, I watched the season finale of Euphoria, and I don't want to give you a spoiler, but I'll just say that addiction really tells us that, the old way is always going to take over, right? But old pathways can weaken. The roads we travel most often do become stronger, and the roads we stop traveling start to fade. Think about it for a minute. Every single time we choose gratitude instead of resentment, we're paving a road. Every single time we choose presence instead of distraction, we're paving a road. Every time we choose compassion, to return to the breath, to make a new choice. This is when we choose, every time we choose, we're paving the road. And this is where neuroscience and new thought are bedfellows, right? Neuroscience tells us repeated thoughts strengthen pathways, and new thought tells us that thoughts are creative. And what we consistently hold in consciousness begins to shape our experience. Both are pointing toward this thing, which is where attention goes, life flows. The roads we travel become easier to travel. The question is, it's not whether or not we're creating pathways. The question is, what pathways are we creating? Are we strengthening the road of fear or the road of faith? Are we the road of criticism or compassion? The road of separation or love? And of course, as new thought people, we are not trying to deny difficulty. We're not trying to pretend that there's no bumps, there's no potholes, there's no traffic jams. We're simply recognizing that there is a presence, that no matter what appears on the road, there is a steady presence within us, a wisdom, a love, a light. You know, you guys, I can't tell you what I felt today when the muse returned to me. I thought, wow, it really does come back. We have those days where we feel we question everything. I've been questioning everything. I've been questioning my faith. I've been questioning my path. I've been questioning being an artist. I've been questioning being a musician, a minister, all of it. And then it's like it comes back in like this wave of like, oh, this is my path. This is what I'm doing. And meditation helps us to reconnect to that deeper awareness. It's a pause. It's a pause. So when we reconnect with an awareness, we can drive from a different place, from love, from wisdom, from light. So tonight we're just going to sort of explore this through a few means of transportation. We start with the small car where we notice where we are, right? Where we are. And then we move to the truck to notice what we're carrying, right? And then we are looking into the bicycle, which is where we choose to put our energy. What do we want to put our energy and our effort into? And what are we putting our energy into? And finally, the hot air balloon, which is about this, perspective or highest self. So when we're on the road and, we test drove an RV the other day, we want to get a drivable so we can come see all of you in person. And it was so bumpy. It was so bumpy in the RV. Sometimes the bigger mind you're driving, the more bumpy it can be. So the more your consciousness expands, it can feel like life can be harder almost. And they say the road narrows in recovery. Things get harder. Every detour can feel like a disaster. But when you rise, that road just keeps going. The journey is larger than the moment. Amen. A women, a them. There are possibilities beyond the moment, beyond right now. So if you're feeling something right now that's not great, I promise you there's a larger pattern that's unfolding. So this is an important thing that I learned maybe a little late, which is that the goal of meditation is not to eliminate thought. Like, don't think, don't think, don't think. It's not that. The goal is not to become like this perfectly peaceful person who doesn't ever worry. It's just to remember that you are not the traffic. You are not the road. You're not even the vehicle. You're the awareness that notices it all. You're an expression of one life, one mind, one light, one love. And every single moment offers us the opportunity to place our hands gently back on the wheel. I mean, who doesn't skid out sometimes? What were those thoughts? What was that fear? What was that disaster thinking, right? Ooh, gently, gently back on the wheel. Where am I moving? Where am I driving from? Fear or love? Fear or love? Confusion or wisdom? Will I react from old habits or will I respond from deeper truths? Meditation reminds us that the light is within. It's always there. Just get quiet enough to hear it. The love is still within. Get quiet enough to listen. And you're not driving alone. Look at all these gardeners here. Not to mention your spirit, God. We're all connected. The light is guiding the way. So let the light within us, within you, guide your way. I want you to create some road signs with your partner or partners if you have two or three. I'll try to get you one-on-one. But now these are the ones I came up with. Imagine that these were on the road. Okay? Relax. Love what is. Chill. You got this. You've got time. Imagine if you're driving down the road and you see it says, you've got time. Like, I feel like that would be a great sign.
Yeah, we got Find Your Zen and got all different directions. and then just breathe. Anything with Loretta to breathe because she needs to breathe. And
Yes.
then breathe and smile.
One of the things, nothing is permanent.
Ooh, that's good.
Lorraine, enjoy, enjoy. And then we had a
B.
I drew a butterfly. Just
Right.
Just breathe and then make a funny face and then choose the right path. The first sign is simply go with the flow.
Oh.
This one is pause and take a breath. And then the last one is stay in your lane and send out love.
The path may be bumpy, but the way is clear.
Nice.
Bless them on their way. Be still. Stop in the name of love. Heart's desire this way.
Nice.
Spirit is your GPS. Another breathe.
Yes.
Heart lane, like instead of a bicycle lane, it's a heart lane. Fear dumping station with an arrow and pick up love. And then divine beings only this way.
You only live once. Empower
Exactly.
yourself with love. Stop screaming. Start singing. Stop eating that cheeseburger. You are special and important, and beam kindness, not rage.
So, next thing we're going to just touch upon is our affirmation card. We do one every single week. I drive in line with divine order, following signs. My signs are love and peace, you see. I drive in line with divine order, and that goes in my huge stack. Whoops. While you think of your affirmation, I'm going to give you a moment of my roots and fruits with a picture here of my latest piece where it is right now. So this piece is not complete yet, but I really wanted to share it with you guys because it went through such a strange, ugly phase where I was like, am I just going to toss this? Is this not a thing? Is this not working? And as I kept adding to it, it started to come to life. Today, I felt the muse literally like talking to me. It was like I crossed a threshold with this piece. And I just want to talk about the piece for a minute with you. As you can see at the top, at the very top in the center, it's all these rhinestones of all different shapes and sizes. And some of them are Swarovski, just different sparkly limit. Some of them sparkle more, some of them are a little more dull. It's like a mixture of things. But when the light hits it, it's this concept that the light is right there. It's pouring down on us. It could be literal, like the light of the sun, or, the light of the day, or the light of new beginnings. But basically, it's this idea that when we reach up and we hold our arms open, she's holding the moon, right? But when the moon represents that open heart, that open emotional space, when we hold ourselves open to the light, we become a channel for that light. So you see how it comes right through. And I had these little heart, sparkly things that I've had for a while. I don't know if they came in a book at a thing from Cat or if I found them in a thrift store, but they're little hearts, little sparkle hearts. And I put them, as you can see, throughout the chakra system there. And it's this idea that the light is pouring through us. Another thing I just want to point out really quickly is that her body is green, because I think about our body as being that space where the heart lives, right? The heart is that green energy of the heart. But then as you see, it goes up through the neck, it turns blue. Like on the one side, it's green, and the other side, it's blue. And then that blue sort of spaces out and it goes, and then the head is blue. And for me, the blue of the head, as you can see, there's also some green in there. The blue is that throat chakra. It's how we think and speak, and that blue energy, and that emanates through the wings. That's all throughout the bottom that we ground, that we give. And for me personally, the throat is where I connect with people. It's where I sing. It's where I write. So that's my expressive nature there. And so the full wings in blue is that's how I spread my wings. So for you, your wings might be a different color, or you might relate to that through your expression. And I think that's how we all, as humans, it's through that chakra. That's how we speak love, we express love, we sing love, right? Through that blue energy. So everything has a meaning in my paintings. You know that, right? Another cool feature of this painting is the interactive nature of that third eye necklace, right? Now, I know that necklace was sent to me by, I think it was sent to me by Kat. And what I did was, it's still in process. You guys, this is going to get even cooler because I think it's really, really cool right now. But you can undo that third eye, right? You can release it. And there's going to be a couple other things on the painting that are interactive that way, where you can be like, you know what? I'm going to hook up my third eye today, right? It's kind of this idea that we are at choice to plug into that, allowing that light to just trickle through us. But you guys, the sparkle on this is so cool. And the reason I'm sharing it for my roots and fruits is because when I tell you that I felt out of order this last few days, I can't really explain it other than to say, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm making bad art, because I could not get past the threshold on this piece. And being that my root is order, I just let Spirit, I said, Spirit, let's finish this piece. Even if it's not great, like, let's just finish it. And now, like, I feel like it's one of my best. And that, I think, is a metaphor for so much in our lives when we just keep walking, keep taking the next step, keep putting things in order, keep putting things home. It gets better and better and better. So that's my share for the Roots and Fruits. Thanks for listening to that. Give to the Garden of Good. It comes straight to me. It's wonderful. I do tithe. I tithe back to the world in many different ways. Send a gardengram. Give to the garden. Have fun with it. Trust the universe. Whatever you give will come back tenfold, because it's true. And your home play this week is similar to last week in a way. The only thing I have different here is take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Take the wheel of your consciousness by maybe adding a little bit of meditation every day. Gratitude lists, gratitude lists, gratitude lists. I'm still doing them every day. Chill. It's June. Chill out. Okay? Plant or water your roots and fruits, because this is it. We've only got a couple more weeks on this word. If you've picked this word, really use it for your meditation this week. I'm going to really lean into the order. I've got one half of my closet completely cleaned out. I've got one other one that I want to get on to, and then I want to reorganize my basement one more time. But y'all, I have done so much good with this word this quarter. I have not lost sight of it, and I'm grateful for that. So we're going to be starting to think sooner than you know it. We'll be thinking about body. Isn't that crazy?
I invite you to sit comfortably and allow your eyes to close if that feels comfortable. Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. Imagine that before you is a small little bug car. Simple, familiar, comfortable. Open the door and climb inside. Place your hands on the steering wheel. Feel the seat beneath you. Notice the road ahead. This is the road of your life. As you begin driving, notice the landscape around you. What occupies your attention these days? What thoughts are traveling with you? What have you been focusing on? There's nothing to change. Simply notice. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Take a breath. As you continue down the road, you notice another vehicle waiting ahead, a pickup truck. You pull over, step out of the bug, and climb into the truck. This truck carries everything you've brought on your journey. As you begin driving, glance into the bed of the truck. What are you carrying? Responsibilities, dreams, relationships, projects, memories? Perhaps there are things that belong here. Perhaps there are things you are ready to set down. Imagine leaving anything by the side of the road that no longer needs to travel with you. Feel the truck become lighter. Take a breath. Farther ahead, another vehicle appears, a bicycle. You park the truck and climb onto the bicycle. Now every movement comes from your own energy, your own intention, your own effort. Feel your feet on the pedals. Ask yourself, where do I want to place my energy? What truly matters? What deserves my attention? As you pedal, feel yourself moving toward what is meaningful, toward what is alive, toward what brings you joy. Take a breath. In the distance, you see something extraordinary, a hot air balloon. You set down the bicycle, climb into the basket, and slowly begin to rise, higher and higher. The roads grow smaller, the traffic fades away, the details soften. You are rising above the concerns of the day. From here, you can see the whole journey, the bug, the truck, the bicycle, the road, the turns, the detours, the beauty, the lessons. Take a moment to look upon your life from this wider perspective. What do you see? What have you forgotten? What feels important now? What feels less important? Rest here for a few moments, floating peacefully, held by something greater. Breathing, trusting, knowing. And when you are ready, begin to descend, bringing this larger perspective back with you, back into your body, back into this room, back into this moment. Take a deep breath in and let it go. When you're ready, gently open your eyes.
So I know our time together is good as it always is in the Garden of Good. I know that these little tiny ripples ripple out into the world, these ripples of good, these creative expressions of good. And so I know that we all have a wonderful night's rest. And I know that I will see you again next week. And I love you. G-O-G, Garden of Good Creativity. We get free, be me, working effortlessly. Do what you love and then allow the prosperity